Most people have the perception that Windows Mixed Reality isn't for gamers, and only for casual media consumption and developers. But with my experience using Windows Mixed Reality, it's proven itself completely capable of VR gaming. The first thing I always hear when people are arguing against the Windows Mixed Reality headsets is that they have awkward tracking, and because of this, as Linus Tech Tip says,
already disqualifies Armor for gamers and probably high-level content creators.
Most people say stuff like this because of the way tracking works with Windows Mixed Reality. Instead of having external sensors like the Vive and the Oculus, Windows Mixed Reality headsets have two cameras on the front of the headset that track your position in the room and the controllers. But the one caveat with this, and what everyone claims ruins the experience, is that if the controllers go out of the FOV of your headset cameras, they lose tracking. So this can be a problem in certain games like an Audio Shield. I've had a few times where my controllers have freaked out on me, causing me to miss a few orbs. And in games like Space Pirate Trainer, when trying to reach for your back to switch to the shield, it does not always work the first time. But none of these issues are game-breaking and can be easily fixed by just looking at the controllers. These issues are not a reason to disqualify these headsets for gamers. The tracking on these headsets is not and will probably never be as good as outside-in tracking solutions like the Vive and the Oculus, but these Windows Mixed Reality headsets do not cost as much, and the tracking experience you are getting is still really good and completely usable for gaming. The complaints I have heard about the Windows Mixed Reality controllers are justified, and I agree with them. The controllers use AA batteries instead of having a rechargeable battery pack, which is okay, but not really preferable. The comfort levels of these controllers are just okay. Your thumb sits in a weird place between the thumbstick and the trackpad. The design is not something I would expect to come from the people that made the Xbox One controller. These controllers are not as good as the Oculus controllers, but they're still okay. The tracking ring on it does wobble a bit, and looks like it would snap if you hit it too hard. My experience with controllers is I have hit my ceiling fan with them before, and I have hit a wall, but they still work fine. The controller's haptic feedback is a bit weak, and in some games like Cosmic Trip it goes off like crazy. Windows Mixed Reality is different from most VR headsets because each headset has a different manufacturer that makes them each slightly different. For example, Samsung makes a headset with a higher screen resolution and uses an AMOLED panel, but costs more. If you are interested in buying a Windows Mixed Reality headset, I would recommend doing your research on which one is best for you, and even go to a store with a demo available to test it out for yourself. Right now on the Microsoft Store, they have an HP headset and an Acer headset on sale for $199 USD. The resolution on all the Windows Mixed Reality headsets is higher than on the Vive and on the Oculus at 1440 by 1440 per eye, but they use LCD and not OLED, so there is some smear when looking at it, but for me personally, I have to go out of my way to notice it. The display flips up on all the Windows Mixed Reality headsets, so you don't have to take off the headset to see the real world. This is a big plus for streamers and developers who need to quickly check the real world. All Windows Mixed Reality headsets have a PSVR type band that keeps the headset on your head. It has an adjustable knob that you can turn to make the headset tighter or looser on your head. It does not bring the screen closer or farther to your face. Also, my headset does not have a manual IPD knob. Instead, you can adjust your IPD in the settings menu. The headset is easier to put on and feels better than the Vive's default strap. The padding on my headset feels great. The only issue I have with it is the padding around the nose is a bit itchy. The other Windows Mixed Reality headsets padding are also good from what I have read. Another thing with these headsets is glasses compatibility. I'm not personally a glasses wearer, but my dad, who wears reading glasses, can wear the headset without an issue. And going to the official website, it does claim that you can wear glasses with these headsets. Some other fears that I have heard of is about the support of the headsets. And this is a valid point. Microsoft could drop support for these headsets at any point. But they do work with SteamVR, and is writing 6.25% of SteamVR users are on Windows Mixed Reality. So even if Microsoft stops supporting it, I would doubt Valve would drop SteamVR support with it. But you never know, they could pull another Steam machine to stop support. But the amount of Windows Mixed Reality users on their platform, I think they would try to keep them happy. One of the key features of Windows Mixed Reality is how easy they are to set up. No need to put up external sensors or weird USB cameras. All you need is a capable TV, a head-mounted display, and the controllers, if you have them. You don't need that much space to set up VR. It recommends a space of 5 by 7 feet, but you can go smaller and it works perfectly fine in most games except for Gorn. But that game has a huge space requirement for some reason. The biggest fault with Windows Mixed Reality is the name Windows Mixed Reality. These headsets do not have anything to do with mixed reality. They can only do VR. Someday they might add mixed reality support, but I highly doubt it. They should rename these headsets to Microsoft VR or some more accurate name so consumers do not get confused. Windows Mixed Reality headsets are amazing for the price point they are at, and I highly recommend getting one if you're in the market for a VR headset. And even if you can afford a Vive or an Oculus, I would still recommend Windows Mixed Reality, just so you can buy more games. But if money really isn't an issue, and you want the best experience possible, I would recommend looking into the Vive versus Oculus debate. I want this to be a discussion, so feel free to share your opinion in the comments and point out anything you disagree with. This video is the first video I've ever made with any actual effort put into it. If this video is well received, I will make more in the future. If you guys couldn't tell, the hardest thing for me was actually speaking, because I'm not really comfortable with my voice, but thanks for watching, or whatever.